Good morning to our lecturer Miss Nurzarin Mashra and to all my fellow classmates. Today our group consisting of Harwan Yang, Lee Tek Chuan, Lim Xiaoqi, Ong Yuxuan, Ramdev Singh, Sanresh and Si Xin Yi will be presenting an iconic case study in the history of financial scandals, Nick Leeson and the fall of Barings Bank. To provide some context, Barings Bank was once the crown jewel of British merchant banking. However, in 1995, it collapsed entirely due to unauthorized action of just one man. This resulted in a massive £827 million loss, effectively wiping out a bank that had stood for over 200 years.
Before we look at the mechanics of the collapse, let's define the integrity used at hand. Corruption is the abuse of entrusted power for private gain. In this case, we see a specific form of corruption: embezzlement and a total lack of ethical accountability. As we will see, Nick Leeson's action thrived because the bank's internal controls were virtually non-existent.
Barings was founded in 1762 and was so respected that it handled the accounts of the British royal family. It was synonymous with reliability because it was so prestigious and historical. Most people in the industry believed it was too big to fail, a dangerous assumption that led to complacency.
The trouble began when Nick Leeson was sent to Singapore. His job was to trade futures and options. However, Barings made a fatal error in corporate governance. They allowed Leeson to manage both the front office trading and the back office settlements. This means he was essentially checking his own work, allowing him to bypass the checks and balance that usually prevents fraud. In 1992, Leeson began losing money. Instead of reporting it, he hid the losses in account 88888. He kept doubling down on risky bets on the Japanese Nikkei 225 index, hoping a market rise would save him. Everything fell apart in January 1995 when the Kobe earthquake struck. The market plummeted, and the Leeson's secret losses grew so large that they exceed the entire capital of the bank.
When the UK government and the Bank of England discovered the loss, they refused a bailout, deciding that the bank failure did not pose a sensitive risk to the country. Baring was eventually sold for £1 to ING. This event triggered a massive regulatory earthquake in the UK, leading to the creation of the FSA and the removal of supervisory power from the Bank of England. Leeson ended in prison, while many of the supervisors in London were permanently banned from the industry. Thank you.
Our analysis shows that this wasn't just Leeson's fault, it was a massive failure by Baring's leadership. Management kept giving him money without asking questions because they were desperate for the profits he claimed to be making. They suffered from what the official inquiry called pervasive ignorance. They simply didn't understand the complex markets Leeson was playing in.
To prevent such a catastrophe today, banks must implement strict structural reforms. This includes the absolute segregation of trading and settlements duties. We also recommend a robust enterprise risk management system, frequent staff rotation to catch fraud early, and strong whistleblowing channels so employees can report suspicious activities without fear of retaliation.
In conclusion, the fall of Barings Bank served as a powerful reminder that reputation and history cannot save a bank from a lack of integrity. Ethical leadership, transparency, and rigorous internal control are not just extra features. They are the foundation of any sustainable financial institution. That's all from us. Thank you for your time.